Assalamualaikum warahmatullah and very good day. Today we will continue our discussion on subtopic 1.2 Stimuli and Responses in Human. We proceed with the uh, discussion about the limitation of our hearing and sight senses. So what we'll discuss, okay, is about how this limitation of senses, such as a defect in sensory organs and aging, will affect human hearing and sight. So there are several things that can make our senses become have a limitation. For example, defect in a sensory organ, and also because of aging. Eh? Okay, so now we look into the limitation of sight. Eh? So our sense of sight have their own limitation, in which we can only see object from a range, a specific range only, based on the certain quantity or certain range of light wave. Yeah? So based on this, we cannot see very tiny objects such as microorganism, and also we cannot see very distant objects such as planet Jupiter, for example. So among the limitation of sight include optical illusion and blind spot. Yeah? Okay, so this is the optical illusion. So we will discuss two limitation of sight, that is optical illusion and blind spot. Okay, this is example of optical illusion. So the first one here, we can see okay, so the first one example here, optical illusion. Yeah. A, which line is longer? B, which spot in the center is larger, X or Y? And C, are the sides of the square straight or curve? Okay, are the sides of the square straight or curve? So based on this diagram, we have a limitation to see whether the line, which line is longer, and also which spot in the center is larger, and what are the side? Are the side of the square straight or curve? So what exactly the optical illusion? So optical illusion, okay, occurs when an object that is seen differs from its actual state. Means that we see an object that is different from actual state. So this optical illusion is occur because our brain is unable to accurately interpret the object seen by the eye due to distraction around the object. So something, because of something occur around the object, make our eye cannot differentiate which one is longer, which one is shorter. because something that distract around that object. For example, for this one, because of this distraction between PQ and RS, just because of this, so we can see that these two line is a different. Maybe one is shorter, one is longer. But exactly, the reality is that the line have a same length. The line have a same length. But because of our brain cannot interpret accurately because of this distraction around the object. So this is what we call as a optical illusion. Okay. Next is a blind spot. Okay. As we have learned before about blind spot on the surface of retina, there is one what we call as a blind spot. If the image fall on that blind spot, so we cannot see the image. So this is what we call as the blind spot. So this is the instruction, practical way that we can show that the blind spot occur. First one, hold this book with your right hand and straighten your arm. Cover your left eye and look at the cat in figure 1.22 with your right eye. Move this book slowly towards your eyes. Does the bird disappear from your sight at a certain position, and why? Okay, because of this one, the image that form on the retina at the certain distance, it will fall on the surface of blind spot. That's why we cannot see the image. Okay, so how to overcome this limitation? We have to invent many devices in order for us to overcome the limitation. For example, binoculars, microscope, X-ray, computer, microscope, electron, and so on. Okay, so now we will look into the defect of sight and how to correct them. Okay, so the defect of sight can be divided into two. That is the short-sightedness and long-sightedness. Two defects that always occurs in our sense of sight is short-sightedness and long-sightedness. Also, we will discuss about this one, astigmatism. Okay, what are the definition of this all defect of sight? Okay, we can see here, defect of sight is in the first one is short-sightedness. In BM we call it as rabun jauh. Okay, short-sightedness occur when image fall in front of the retina. As we know that it's supposed image fall on the retina, but now image fall in front of the retina, and because of this, the image is blurred. We cannot see accurately. Why this happen? Because this one. So short-sightedness will cause us cannot see distant object clearly. We cannot see distant object clearly. Distant object appear blurry because the image is focused in front of the retina. This defect is caused by the eye lens. This eye lens being too thick or the eyeball being too long. So two causes that made up the short-sightedness. How to overcome this defect? okay, we are using concave lens. So by putting concave lens in front of the eye, using spectacles that using concave lens, so it will focus the image onto the surface of retina. Yeah? So that is how to correct the defect. The second defect is long-sightedness. Yeah? Okay, long-sightedness is an ability to see near object. Yeah? Why this happen? Because the image form behind the retina. So the image form here behind the retina, and this is uh, because of the eye lens being too thin, become too thin, or the eyeball become too short. And how to correct this? So we are using convex lens put in front of our eye using spectacles, so it will focus back the image on the surface of retina. So the third one is astigmatism. So what is astigmatism? Okay, we can see only several parts of an object clearer than the rest of the object. This defect is caused by the uneven curvature of the cornea or eye lens. For example, can you see all the lines clearly? If you cannot, you have astigmatism. So astigmatism can be corrected using cylindrical lenses. So this is the cylindrical lenses that can be used to correct astigmatism. Okay, so that's all for limitation of sight and how to overcome this problem. After this, we will look into limitation of hearing. Okay.